Gentlemen, I get to solo cast game number 1, and I'm totally okay with that. It's going to be a blast and an awesome time. One of the things that we do here is we shoutcast every Tuesday and every Thursday, and on Thursdays we bring in guest casters. Tonight's guest caster, a little bit late. He obviously was thinking the games are going to start a little bit later than usual. That's totally okay. I can solo cast through because we got some awesome people. Lord Reeves, bring in 4 people who've never played on stream before. This is pretty exciting. Now, here's the reason why. For the regulars who play, you get to learn who they are, and you get to learn what champions they pick, and you get to learn exciting things about them, such as, I know that Lord Reeves loves the mid lane. Probably gonna play mid lane. I could even shout out a couple of his champions because he's so good.
Yes, probably ban Anivia. It's actually a really good idea. Just go ahead and ban Anivia, take her off the table. It's not even...
Okay, all right. But the rest of them are new. We can talk about strong champions. We can talk about those sorts of things. One of the things I'm seeing a couple people do is ban away the Xayah. It's a really smart option, and here's the reason why. It really breaks up the lovers duo in 2 different ways. One is that she herself is fairly strong, scales fairly well, and most of all, she's extremely safe. In the meta right now, what you have is a lot of burst champions. I know somebody was talking about tank meta, but I've watched a handful of games from pretty pro to very, very low elo, kind of all over the place. And there's just so much burst in the game. There's so much damage. There's Cassidins, there's LeBlancs. I mean, it's all over the place. Kog'Maw 3 shooting people. It's crazy. Dark Harvest is going rampant. Karthus is in the game, ulting for people from full health to nothing. So when you take a champion that has a built-in free anti-CC option, and she moves with it as well, that is really strong. So you take her off the table, because she's just overall strong, but you also take away the power of Rakan and Xayah together. Now, Rakan's still fairly decent, good at engage, but the problem is that he's fairly squishy. If you miss your engage by this much, if your charm doesn't land, you're in trouble, you're going down, and you may have the fanciest cape in town, you still are going to go back to the fountain seeing that gray screen of death. So, take her away, you're kind of killing the duo combo, making things a little bit easier. You know only one of my champions. Ari, I completely agree. And that's what makes me excited to see you whenever you play, is because you are a mystery house. Now, we know one champion. You might get known for this champion. You'll probably have this champion banned against you all the time now, if you continue to play on the stream, which I certainly hope that you do. But, you got some more champions to pull out, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. Honor Jungle, grabbing the Urgot. Really strong champion, especially because of his ultimate, as long as you can land it, which don't ask me to play him. Don't ask me to land it. I could play the old Urgot. It was a point-and-click CC. You swap places. It was kind of a whoop-de-doo. Pretty fun thing. That was back in the days of the ugly Urgot. He's been reworked now. That new ultimate really says, I don't care how low health you, or I don't care how much escape you have. Again, back to the bursting champions. Cassid hops over walls. LeBlanc hops over walls. These champions that have high mobility, high burst potential, Urgot has an answer for. He says, I'm going to tank you up, then I'm going to hit you with my ult in your face, you're going to hop away, and I'm just going to drag you right back in, say, nope, sorry, you're going to be lunch for my belly. Ezreal, Morgana, good combo in the bottom lane. Not the best combo. I think there's some stronger pairings overall, but Morgana Q can set up the Ezreal. There's some pretty good synergy there. Most importantly is Morgana's Spell Shield, which is a direct counter to Leona. Experiment 626. Guys, I got a new favorite champion name. New favorite player name, Experiment 626. Most of you probably don't know, but Lilo and Stitch is one of my classically favorite animated movies. Now, I got tons of animated movies that I love, but Lilo and Stitch is one of them. It's up there in the list, maybe number 9. And Stitch himself, I drew Stitch a bunch of times because he's really fun. Anyway, Experiment 626 grabbing Leona. She's all about the CC, all about the engage. Morgana says, I got a spell shield. It basically says no to all that. The main thing, if you're trying to play into a Morgana as Leona, is Zenith Blade to the target that you don't want to stun. So you Zenith Blade to whoever you don't want to stun. Morgana's going to drop the spell shield. And then you turn and stun the other target. I do it all the time. And that includes Zenith Blading to the AD carry, gets the spell shield, turns stun Morgana. Guess what? Morgana's got nothing. Sorry, Morgana. You got nothing. So there's some opportunities there. We'll see if that goes down. As Lucian and Sion going to be the next 2 picks. I don't believe it's going to be the Sion in the mid lane, but it could be. I feel like it's more likely the Applesauce is going to pick a champion that's going to allow Reeves to counter pick, and then it's going to be traded over. Sion in the top lane can be on the jungle. That's just my feeling at the moment. So welcome, 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 welcome. Psych Chimps, I love the emote. That's pretty awesome. I got a hype emote, but I don't got a welcome emote. You beat me on there. I can hype up your welcome emotes. Yeah, hype it up. All right, back to the game. Pantheon, gonna be the next pick for the side of Miami Menace. Before I get too far on that, see, I'm a good caster because I can actually talk. Who would have thought? Before I get too far on that, we got Karthus and Lissandra banned. Those 2 are tearing it up in solo queue. Actually, both are 100% worth banning. Between the Dark Harvest and their burst potential, they are 100% worth banning over and over again. Time and time again, I see LeBlanc walk forward, and basically, if she ults you, you are dead. I think the only person I've seen that's able to moderately counter her is Ahri, because she's got that ultimate for quick escapes afterwards. But for the most part, you're just going to die. It's just kind of going to happen. Karthus, also way too strong. Way too strong. Akali, really good to ban. She's also really strong, except apparently Pyke can beat her, because I accidentally went Pyke mid lane against her, and I somehow won. Probably a new Akali. Don't ask me. It was weird. Weird game. We won it, though. And then Ryze, he's not, like, super into the meta, so we're not going to talk too much about him. Always strong, you know. Alright, so Ahri was the final pick for Miami Menace. Here we go. We can run through the players as they've all been traded around. Yes, Ohana.
My name Stitch. Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. Yeah!
Sorry, that's my Stitch impression. It's decent. Alright, so back to the game. We can run through the players and their champions as we got a bunch of new people here tonight. Thank you, Mexican God 97 for the follow. Appreciate that. Feel free to jump in. Again, keep in mind, next Tuesday, open queue. Anyone can play. Any rank, doesn't matter. We even out the teams as best we can, and we go. It's a grand old time. We are bringing esports to everyone. For the side of Miami Menace, we got Honor Jungle taking the Urgot in the top lane. Tay-Sack himself with the Pantheon in the jungle. Yo-Yo Man 82 with Ahri in the mid lane. Shanku taking the Ezreal bottom lane carry role. And Naguria, who can say this name? Naguira. I'm just gonna say Nog. Okay, everyone on board with that? It's Nog. Nog taking the Morgana in the bottom lane supportive role. For the side of Dumbledore's army, we've got Experiment 626. Stitch himself with the Sion in the top lane. Nuez with the Camille in the jungle. Lord Reeves with the Anivia in the mid lane. 2TV Justify taking the Lucian in the 80 carry role. And Applesauce with Leona support. Now the main reason I run through that is not only to shout out all the players who are playing this amazing game, but also to give me a bit of a warm-up on actually how to say everyone's name, because it's the worst thing in the world to be in the middle of the game and be like, Yo-Yo Ma. No, Yo-Yo Man 82. Okay, I got this. So, yeah, it is. It's Twu TV. It's TWTV. I mean, it's really TV. Justify. I'm just gonna call you Justify. Is that cool? Because that's a really cool name to say. Cosmic Burrito, welcome. Hi. That's pretty cool. We got some more Cosmics. We had a Cosmic Zaya in the games on Tuesday, which was pretty cool. But we got some more Cosmics coming in. I like it. We also have 2 more teams sign up. No, this is the same team that signed up twice. Okay. I mean, that's cool, I suppose. Wait, no way. Norman sucks and Norman still sucks. That's 2 different teams by the same person, Vanquish. We're going to get them into Game 4. That's exciting, actually. Sweet. We're going to go to Game 4, guys. We're going to go Game 4. Can you spectate Lord Reeves? If you can. We got this. Sweet. Actually, if Otter can spectate Lord Reeves, then we should be good. I don't know if he's friends with Lord Reeves. You don't have him added. Ah, big rip. Big rip. I think Otter wants to cast from the stream. That would be pretty sick. Pretty sick. Yeah, I know, Ari. I know you're the Cosmic Zaya. I got that. Hey, Mystic Warrior, we are not doing Q tonight. Instead, tonight is 5-man teams. So let me go ahead and do a little command that I got there. So that gives you a little bit of information, is that if you want to put together a 5-man team to play tonight, absolutely down for it. But if not, either games go late, happy to do some open custom games. If not, we'll run it through and do it on Tuesday. Either way, doesn't worry about that. If you want to bring a 5-man, happy to have that. And I think somebody's going to be pretty happy because there is a KDA Ari skin, which of course you can't see. There we go. Finally, you can see that. That's a pretty darn awesome skin. I'm actually going to simplify this a little bit, move that over there. There we go. Okay, cool. Might be able to join your spectate, but... Oh. That would be cool. My duocaster is already trying to figure out how to get into the games, so it was a little bit late. I have no one to team with. Mystic! Everyone's got to have some friends. You can also team with people in the chat if there's people in the chat that don't have a team yet. That's totally cool. Dragon Slayer Pantheon, Explorer Ezreal. That's a new splash for that skin. Pretty nice looking. Oh, but we got a full skin team from Dumbledore's army. Oh, they're looking pretty good. The God himself, the only one without a skin. Skin to win, ladies and gentlemen. And we got Lunar Eclipse Leona, Coven, Camille. Both of them. Coven, Covenant. I don't know. Same thing. Both of them on the same team. Pretty darn awesome. I love the blue theme. Look at this. Look at this. Man, Dumbledore's army has got it figured out, guys. They have got it figured out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're into game number 1 for the stream team event of the night. Miami Menace versus Dumbledore's army. All you guys who are out there, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to be casting some pretty awesomeness right here, which, of course, you got to wait for the teams to actually load in before we can cast the awesomeness, which is totally down. Totally down. So, and somebody is sending me Battle Royale Clips of the Week. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I like Clips of the Week. I'll check it out after the stream. It's not even League of Legends. It's Fortnite Clips of the Week. Cool, bro. If anyone plays Fortnite, good for you. I don't know why I'm moving people around. Why did I just do that? There's no reason for me to do that. There we go. All right. First blood drawn by the Ezreal. Throws out a Q. Hits Anivia. I don't think she's going to be too concerned. She also has Egg Form. Wait, we might have some fancy action here because Leona's going to be in trouble. She's going to get hit by that Dark Binding. Now Ezreal stunned up with the jump from Camille. She's got the hook shot. Shanku is going to be losing a lot of health, but Camille is over aggressive. Doesn't actually take too much punishment. Walking away. We'll see if there's any more re-engage from the side of Miami Menace, but they were very split up. Whereas the side of Dumbledore's army, they had much better positioning. They were grouped far, far better, and things overall were much better for them. So they come out with a little bit of lead. Ezra's going to be a hair late to lane. If you excuse me for just a second, I'm going to see. This might break the game. If it breaks the game, we'll reload. But I really do want to make sure that I have my ability to zoom the camera out. It's pretty crucial these days when it comes to the casting that I do. And sweet! It didn't break the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I like to see. Sweet, we have an unlocked camera. Now we can zoom out, make sure we get a view of all of the team fights whenever they go down. What's going on in chat? Guess what champ I'm playing? Jax. So your top can't pick it. Oh, make it easy, make it easy. I just got the teams listed for the recap. Brittany, you are amazing. For those of you who don't know, Brittany is putting together and has put together a pretty fantastic website. I will say, I am actually really digging it. And honestly, I gotta check some of her recap stuff myself just because she lists things like endgame times. It's more info than even I go into on those details. Also, all these games will be on YouTube for your clipping pleasure. Feel free to use any of these pieces in highlight reels. You got some hype casting in the background. Maybe you want to throw it into something that you're putting together for a highlight reel. And ooh, we got a little bit of... Obviously, some people in this bottom lane have been playing in the Clash games. They got those fancy banners down. I actually had the green banner myself, so you added more to it? Yes. How do you know that you're against me? Ari, you have to check on the Discord. Ooh, Dark Binding onto the bottom lane. Hits Leona, just pushing her back. It is a early level 2 for the side of Miami Menace's bottom lane. That's going to give them pretty good push potential, especially with that Ezreal. He's going to have some constant harassment. And one of the nicest things about this for the bottom lane is that Ezreal's one of those champions that he can kind of solo lane a little bit by himself, mostly because he's got pretty good range and high escapability. As long as he doesn't get hit by that Zenith Blade from Leona, there's not much worry in this bottom lane. So Morgana has a chance to roam. However, it's Pantheon that's roaming first. Taysak coming to the bottom lane, flashes, gets the stun. The Dark Bunny is going to land onto Leona, though, so they're going to change their focus. Applesauce is being burned down, but the heal from Justify going to keep that Leona alive, so good engage. Not going to be enough, though. That flash from the jungle has already been burned because Experiment 626 in the top lane going to heal up a pretty decent chunk. But still, on the lower side, Honor Jungle could try to go in. The stun's going to come through, but the Sion needs to be a little bit careful. Urgot still has Flash, so there's some opportunities if he wants to try to go all in. And Camille is on that side of the map as well. Leona going to re-engage onto the Morgana, who's underneath the turret. No way! She was tanking up the turret after her Dark Binding onto Lucian, and she gives her first blood. Dumbledore's army takes first blood, feels good, and Lucian's the one who actually starts it, and Morgana DCs. I hope that wasn't a rage quit. I hope that was just a disconnection, and maybe it was because of the disconnection that she went underneath the turret and hung out that long. Don't worry. Don't worry. We do give 10 minutes maximum, absolute maximum for people to come back. Usually they come back a lot earlier than that. We're going to have some time to talk about the overall game state, which lanes are fairly strong. I am a play-by-play caster. Just call him Justified. Oh, but come on. Justify is so much more fun. I need someone to add me, the Otter. Someone, whoever is in the game, jump over to your client. There we go. Morgana reconnects. I am a play-by-play caster that occasionally pulls in some analysis, so I'm going to do my best, guys. I'm going to do my best, but mostly I am that hype man, and that's okay. That is okay. So, because we got a couple seconds before the game gets unpaused, bottom lane, I have to give overall power to Dumbledore's army. And the reason why is that once Leona hits her level 6 spike with her ultimate, and Lucian, being a duelist, is going to have really, really, really good potential for them to become a roaming bottom lane, whether they're simply trying to kill Ezreal or roaming to the mid lane. You wait for the Ahri to use her ultimate in the mid lane, and Nivea lands a wall to keep her from moving, zones her off for Leona to drop the ultimate down. It's going to be a good time inside Dumbledore's army. And they have Camille for very quick engages as well to set those things up even more. As Ezreal says, hey, Lucian, I do a bit more damage than you do. Oh, Camille's actually snuck into the top lane here. She could try to go in. Honor Jungle's been slowed. He's going to flash the knockup. Camille's still going to go in, find the Lake Sweep for the slow. Have to walk away now, though, because Honor Jungle has been able to put plenty of damage down on these two. Nuez walking back to the turret. And Sion probably going to have to follow suit as he's sitting at just above that 200 health mark. Not too much found, mostly off of an excellent flash by that Urgot. Oh, the flash forward for Nuez! He's got the stun! Lake's going to slow, but Sion wasn't ready for it. Oh my goodness, that's so many spells burned on that top side. Experiment 626 on the edge of death. But they do finally burn not only that flash, but the recall from the Urgot as well. He does have a teleport, so he'll probably TP back to that top lane, not miss too much farm as the wave is going to be pushed in. So again, a lot of pressure on that top side didn't earn them that much. Camille overall, though, pretty effective, ganking in the bottom lane, ganking in the top lane, trying to keep some pretty good movement across the game. Pantheon had that one gank in the bottom lane, and since then has been power farming. He really wants to hit level 6 because his mobility spikes so hard and so fast. No one picked the god Mina for a team. That's what I wanted to say. Ice asked me, but I was playing Maple Story. Mina, come on. You know you want to get in here. You know you want to get in here. So, all right, there's lots of pings around the Drake for the side of Dumbledore's army. We'll see if they do go to pick it up. It's a Wind Drake. Something to keep in mind is that the first Drake that you pick up does have that extra bonus to it. So you're going to be able to move a lot faster, or if it's an Ocean Drake, that's one of the best first Drakes to get in the game. Ocean Drake can be insanely strong. As it is a Wind Drake, nobody's dying for it just yet. Camille, I think, is just focusing on the Scuttle Crowd. There we go, just checking in with that. in the mid lane. Let's talk about the farm a little bit here. Well, maybe a bit of an engage as Anivia's going to get charmed up. Pantheon coming around from behind. He's got the stun. That should at least be the egg form on Anivia. She flashes away. Wait, she hasn't even been egg form. A beautiful flash keeps her alive. She's out of danger's way as Camille comes in to help disengage the fight in the top lane. On her jungle is burning down with the shotgun kneecaps onto the Scion, keeping the 626 on the back foot. He's a massive guy, but he doesn't want to fall backwards because as a robot, it'll be really hard for him to get back up. And I gotta say, there has to be a red chroma for that skin because I swear he looks like Baymax from Big Hero 6. I mean, he basically is. Pantheon maybe coming around for a fight underneath the turret. Pantheon, one of the better turret divers because of that shield, blocks the first auto attack that hits him. Wait, Camille's gonna find him. Coven, Camille, Nuez, gonna get a little bit of damage down. Where's Pantheon gonna go? Keep in mind he doesn't have flash. The Scion's gonna get the knockup. He's gonna follow with a second knockup as well. It's a supercharged attack. Nuez is able to clean him up. The ultimate for the Urgot takes Scion down, but it's the zombie Scion form. He's gonna be able to punch away at Urgot. Honor Jungle may not be able to fight his way out of these two, except that Ari shows up and says, I'll make it a 1-for-1, helping those out in the bottom lane. It's Morgana who goes down Leona with a really nice engage. Because I am soloing this, I can actually go back and check out what happens down here. Morgana just caught out, burned down, spell shield, not enough to keep her alive. Even the dark binding on Lucian won't be enough to save her. So she goes down, making it a 4-2 game, 1,000 gold lead for Dumbledore's army. But a lot of that has been off the fighting and really nice roam by Ari. Yo-Yo Man getting onto the board with 1 kill. Still even in farm though, so Ari taking a slight edge in mid lane. We'll see how those items progress though as Anivia Reeves going his classic hyper mana route, grabbing that tier. Makes the most sense when you're Anivia. You want to have all the mana for all of the ultimate duration. Burn, burn, burn. Or, I don't know, I guess ice, when it's really, really cold, can burn, but it's a different type of burn. It's like so cold it burns. It's weird. Mina selling out. What? The new raid came out tonight, so everyone was online. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Well, was the raid better than missing out and playing tonight? Was that worth it?
Was that really worth it, Mina?
It might be. It probably actually really could be. I don't know. Raids are fun, but I didn't do that many raids in World of Warcraft when I played, simply because while they were fun, it was grinding. To get like the good gear, you literally had to sit there and just grind, doing the raid 100 times over. And I mean, I can grind like some people, but I'm not about that life. And I don't have the massive amount of time that some people have to play grind games. So most of the time I focus on a bit more bursty games, says the god. Masters, by the way. Wait, who's Masters? Xenodax? Oh, Rayleigh. Yes, I get it. Hey, Cody, are you ready for game number 2? I'm certainly ready. We got to talk about this game, though. We had a little bit of a quieter time. Both lanes, all the lanes, really trying to focus on their farming more, but now we're getting some action in the bottom lane as Leona's going to use that ultimate dive in. Look with the stun onto Morgana. Lucian goes in, able to pick up her once again. Spell shield still not enough. The calling comes down. Is enough? It does! The very last shot picks up Israel and takes him out of the bottom lane fight. Oh man, Justify comes in the lead with a 2-0-2 lead, pairing up with with Leona, making it a nice bottom lane lead. Dumbledore's army coming out huge. I like that Camille was in the area as well. She's now going to be helping tear down those shields on that turret. They've burned 2. They've burned 3. They may be going for a 4th. And Nivea around the corner as well, just in time to help out, waiting for somebody to walk in. Decides instead to just clear that minion wave, focus on the turret. This could be a super early bottom lane turret for the side of Dumbledore's army. And again, they're just farming this gold. It's split between all the players. Oh, wait, Pantheon coming in. He's looking for the engage. He's going to find Camille, get the stun. The turret's engaging onto her. In the meantime, Leona was trying to tank up. Pantheon escapes just with the edge of his life. Applesauce maybe going down to the turret. Walks just out of range, so will survive for now. The fight's disengaged because we got some engage at the top side. The turret's going to go down to the minions in the bottom lane. Otter Jungle looking for the kill onto Experiment 626. Once again, burns him down. The Scion ultimate slowing it down. In the meantime, Ari finds the Leona in the bottom lane. She was so low health. All it took was the flash forward. As you can see, because of the cooldown on the side, that she used that. Now we can back up and actually watch the rest of the fight on that bottom side. This is what we really came to see. Applesauce trying to escape, and Ari just flashes forward. Didn't even need the charm. It was just the Foxfire. That's all that was needed, folks. Just the Foxfire to take him down. Back to the top lane. Sion did get the outplay. The ultimate enough CC to hold Urgot in place. And keep in mind, you can only use those shotgun kneecaps every once in a while. So after he burned through, he didn't have much left. And Sion, able to tank it out. It was able, with the help of those minions, to take the Urgot down, giving himself a 2-1 lead. Keep in mind, though, gold still fairly even between these two. It's a 2,000 gold lead for Dumbledore's army. Too many teams in this game. And Windrake will go over to Miami Menace, picking that up. And one of the nice things about that is it makes Ahri's assassination ability even better. It's applause, not applesauce. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys. I've been saying applesauce since he loaded into the game. He, she, they. I've been saying applesauce since the beginning. And just now you catch that? Ugh. Do I just call him applesauce for the rest of the game? I mean, I could. I think it's because somebody was saying about applesauce in the team chat. Oh, we got to engage in the mid lane. Shanku maybe going down here. Leona ultimate's going to miss, but it doesn't matter because applesauce takes the kill underneath the turret with this beautiful Leona play. Again and again, engaging. May have lost one life. It doesn't matter. Still happy to go aggressive underneath the turret as we see Dumbledore's army trying to make a response play to the Drake that was taken earlier on the Rift Herald, but again, because they're a lot slower, there's a chance for Miami Menace to re-engage. Pantheon comes in. He's got Smite up in a couple of seconds. Not just the moment. Leona going to burn the stun onto the person who was spell shielded, so she goes down. Ezreal able to grab that kill. Tasek will get a taste of his own medicine, though, as Anivia burns him from over the wall. No one going for the Rift Herald. This is all about the fighting, all about the engage. Lord Reeves with a nice flash, avoids that Q from Ahri. Nuez comes in, but it could be a 1v2. Trying to flash forward. Morgana using a nice golden stopwatch to survive for the moment, but the burn is still good onto Camille. She goes down. Urgot falls because he's trying to engage. It's still the Ahri burning everyone down. She's taking a shutdown. There's no mana on Lord Reeves. He's trying to do what he can to escape. Finds the stun onto Ahri. The black. Oh, the spells miss. Wait, is Lord Reeves with no mana going to make the outplay? He's been ignited. Morgana starts the ultimate, but it's the egg form. Anivia lives. Neurgia, Nogariria, I can't even say these names, guys. What's wrong with me? Nog. It's like Rogue, okay? It's actually Nogira. Oh, I think I can get this, guys. Nogira, able to make the escape just with a good dark binding. Oh my gosh, the fights have been hyped, guys. The fights have been hyped. 3K gold lead for Dumbledore's army, but you can tell Miami Menace has no worries about continuing to re-engage and re-engage. The Rift Herald is still alive. Keep that in mind. We're crushing into the 13-minute mark. We still have a lot of those turrets up, which is standing gold for both teams. Honor Jungle finding an engage onto Experiment 626. Last time didn't work out. Nice dodge. Just sidesteps when you got 6 legs. It's a little bit easier to sidestep. The slam from the Sion is going to be hit by that one. The shield burst as well knocks the Urgot down to about half. Experiment 626 happy to fight this one out. Camille comes over the wall, though. That's what Experiment 626 was waiting on. He's going to have the last hit and a beautiful clean finish with that hammer slam. Normally an axe, what does it matter? You're still going to be smashing down the Urgot. 1, 4, and 3. Rough game so far. That matchup not going well for the Sion, who picked up a Bramble Vest early on into the game, giving him a significant advantage in that specific 1v1, and Nuez going to join his top laner on that bottom side second tier turret. Should be fairly quick to burn that down, and that is even more gold still going to Dumbledore's army. We do see Miami Menace hanging around the Rift Herald trying to pick it up. Maybe a fight brewing as Lucian and Leona are here. Who can get here in time to stop this? The smite from the Pantheon is not in time. Wait, I'm not sure who actually was able to pick that one up, because the Pantheon is going to be burnt down with the Ignite, and it looks like it was actually the side... Okay, it was the side of Miami Menace who was able to pick it up, but they're going to lose everyone as Ahri comes in to pick up 2. So, well, no, just 1, Delusion. It's a 1-4-2 trade. Morgana and Pantheon both losing their lives. Ezreal was able to get out, head to the top lane, going to be able to shove it in, get a little bit of damage onto that top lane turret. We'll see how the wave goes. Nice stun. Can Morgana follow it up? Yo, man, maybe going down. Zenith Blade is good. Lord Reeves grabs the kill onto Ahri, and a good flash from Applause Applesauce gets him out of the mid lane. 15 kills to 8. Dumbledore's army is really picking apart Miami Menace. It's not a decimating blow, but it is doing pretty well. And Nogia Finds Applesauce. Oh, Pantheon, coming in, looking for the engage onto Leona. Dark Binding's just gonna miss. Oh, but the flash forward from Pantheon. He wants this kill, and he's gonna get it. In the top lane, Camille finding the engage onto the Ezreal, uses the Hextech ultimatum, lining it up perfectly with the Scion. Ezreal is down. The split pushing carry of that Ezreal will be sitting in base for another 30 seconds. And these trades just go back and forth and back and forth. I may be plat, but I play like a bronze. I may be silver, but I play like a silver trash. So it basically evens out, actually. No Guay. How do you say G-U-A-Y? Guay? Nogueira? It's a Brazilian last name. That's pretty cool. Nogueira. I think it's Guay. Nogueira. And my friends list is probably full too. For the new Iron Division? Yes! Everyone jump into Iron Division. Much Iron love, everyone. Much Iron love. Experiment 626 getting some nice push on the top lane. Gonna get a pretty good chunk of damage onto that turret. Maybe even knock it down. Urgot's coming to defend. We'll see how well that works, because at this point, Scion is 3, 1, and 2. Happy to fight Urgot whenever he takes a step forward on her jungle. Decides to take a step forward and a toss from Scion into the turret range. He's able to step out for now. He's still got some pretty good damage down. His shield burst. Might actually be able to poke the Urgot a little bit. I'm not sure why the camera's still hanging out here, because we've had a Drake picked up by the side of Dumbledore's army, and it's a Infernal Drake. We still see the fight, though, on that top side. Honor jungle is so extremely low. The flash forward, but it's the ultimatum from the Urgot, and he has to escape the Scion, who punches him down underneath the turret, and he's still going to get the turret as well. No, the turret lives just barely. The second man from the side of Miami Menace in that top lane is able to get out with no escape abilities. That turret didn't even have to flash to live. Talk about calculated play. Really good moves by that turret. 10 kills to 17. Oh, just kidding. Just rip. All right, back to the game. Applesauce, applause, pushing through the mid lane with Lucian. 3, 3, and 5. A little bit of a different scoreline than we saw at the beginning of the game, who was crushing this bottom lane. But we get to these team fights, and you got some nice CC. Charm into Dark Binding. That spells the death for Applause as Yo-Yo Man picks up a 6th kill of the game. Is this the start of the comeback for Miami Menace? They've been down gold since pretty early on into the game. They're still sitting at about 4,000 gold behind, but there's opportunities to come back. There's still turrets on the board to take. 3 turrets to 2 at this point. It's 2 turrets lost in that bottom lane. Ooh. Charm gonna miss Nuez towards that mid lane. Really, though, keep an eye on this Anivia. 3, 0, and 2. Rod of Ages completed, so slightly tankier than you might expect. Spell Shield keeps Nugaira a safe, Guaira a safe. I'm never going to be able to say that name correctly. Yo-Yo Man in that mid lane being burned down by Camille, but escapes with the ultimate. Scion comes in, gets the knockup on Pantheon. Ori wants to go right back in. Stopwatch blown by the Scion. I'm not sure if he's trying to go for a Zanya's or an outplay, but either way, he's in the middle of 4. He may be a tanky boy, but he ain't that tanky, and he will go down, but that's only setting up for the Lucian to re-engage, flashing out to safety immediately afterwards because he's rethinking his life. Lord Reeves gets the wall, finds the stun on the Pantheon. Ultimate's going to be enough. He picks up the Pantheon, and that is the jungler. Taysack down, but Baron not up for another minute 30, which means there's still time for Miami Menace to try to get a response. But overall, 2 for 2 trade. We'll see if the push from Dumbledore's army is good as the mid lane turret down about half, burning down quickly. Lucian's here. He's going to actually relentless pursuit forward. Take a shot from Ezreal. They take the turret, and Dumbledore's army decides to back away. They want to keep it safe. They want to make sure that with that gold lead, they're not giving over these critical shutdowns. You saw earlier, Leona, when she went down, was a shutdown gold over because she was able to build one up early on to the game. It's a 900 gold bounty on the head of this Anivia. 600 on the Lucian, so there's a lot of gold. That's 1,000 gold that Miami Menace could pick up if they find it on the right target. But this Anivia, going to be hard to knock down, especially with that egg form. So you have to burn her twice very quickly. A lot of it is going to be on the back of this Ahri. Making picks when it comes to that charm. It's going to be so critical because of the CC potential between Scion, Anivia, Camille, Leona. They could CC chain for days. So you need to have a charm to make sure that that CC is slowed on at least one person, if not the critical number that you're trying to take out. Wait, just take notes on notable plays and don't write word for word what he's saying. Oh, trying to listen live and write this down? No. Hey, Jana! Welcome back, Jana! It's been forever. Hurricane Jana showing up just to hang out in the stream. Just hanging out. Yeah, Brittany, if I were you, I would focus far more on just overall, like, which team came out in the lead. Dumbledore's army came out with a pretty significant lead, able to build it up to about 4,000 gold. It's actually grown now to it's still about 4,000 gold. So they come out to a lead. And if that stays the same, then it's not crazy notable. But if it changes, that's definitely worth making notes of and seeing if Miami Menace can come back. Picking out those notable characters like the 6'2 and 1 Nivea, 6'2 and 1 Ari, who's been playing pretty darn well. But the Nivea, being at the right place, using those walls, one of those abilities that you don't think too much about, but doing things like locking out the Pantheon or locking in the Pantheon into the ultimate, setting up for those stuns from Q. Not sure what the camera's doing, watching this death squad from Dumbledore's army. Wait, they're hiding in a brush. There is a Drake spawning in about 20 seconds. How long are they going to wait this one out? They got a massive amount of vision down there, but Baron's live. Miami Menace could try to respond. There's a Camille engage over the wall, but Ari immediately jumps out. Hextech ultimatum pulls her back in. Can they take out Nuez before Ari goes down? No, they cannot. Camille's still going to be trying to chase on to Nugaira, but is going to be able to escape. Taysec down really, really low. Ezreal throws out the ultimate, but it's the wrong direction. And that is going to be the AD carry for Miami Menace going down. 2 members dropped. It's 2-for-1 trade. The jungler from Dumbledore's army has been removed, but Pantheon's still alive, so they could try to steal away this second Infernal Drake. With 4 members here and everyone else back, only Urgot in position to try to respond. I think they're going to be able to pick up their second Drake, making that Infernal damage even greater, which is something that they definitely could use, especially as they only have 2 major damage sources coming out from that Lucian and Anivia. Bit of a bruiser when it comes to the Camille overall, but Leona, Sion, not the main damage dealers that you're thinking of, and so to make up for that, they've got extra damage with those Infernal Drakes, which make things even nicer. Lord Reeves, early ultimate from Honor Jungle. Keep in mind, though, she still has that egg form. Dark Binding's going to miss. Exhaust goes down. Can Lord Reeves make the outplay? He's going to be tossed back. He does still have that egg form, but there's no one here in time to respond. He's going to give up his life, and a huge amount of gold goes to Ari, the best member for Miami Menace, to pick that one up. I don't know if that was planned, but it's pretty darn perfect, because she's going to be able to buy a massive amount with that, now sitting on 1,300 gold without having even gone back, or having just recently come out of the base. That is at least another half item. Already 2 items completed, Morellonomicon and that Luden's Echo. Would be good to pick up a Zanya's as well, especially against the AD of that Lucian and Sion, even the Camille. Plus, when you get stuck in a bad situation, you can just Zanya's, but you have to have the team respond as well. Spell Shield going to be pretty nice, as Ari's trying to find the engage, but the Spell Shield actually protects Ari from the Camille engage. The stun won't go down. The Man still dies because the Hextech ultimatum is just too darn good. Pantheon comes in to try to save the Morgana, and the Dark Blinding going to be enough. Leona engaging, but she's into 3. Urgot's here to try to defend. Applause may be falling. The ultimate is ticking away on her. Honor Jungle will not. I don't think he's actually found her, because Shanku's found her in the back line. Assassination Ezreal. Gonna get some poke onto Lord Reeves. Justify gonna get spiked down a little bit. There's the ultimate from the Urgot, but he's in trouble. The Spell Shield protects her from the ultimate from Anivia. She's got tons of mana, but no life. And Miami Menace mounts an incredible comeback. Sion, in the meantime, has taken the bot lane inhibitor turret. Should be able to pick up the inhibitor as well, but we got 2 members pushing hard for Miami Menace in the mid lane. We'll see if they're able to pick up a turret of their own. Ezreal dashing forward. We'll see if he can stop this Sion. He's really focused on that, and he has his passive available as well. That's probably what he's happy to use. His ultimate's up. He could try to finish it off. I really would not even worry about having thrown out the Q. That's actually really unfortunate. All right, he gets it and then goes down. And here's a quick note on that. He had chosen to just focus on the inhibitor. Don't waste the cooldown of the Q. Simply focus on inhibitor, and then immediately afterwards flash ult out. I think he would have lived. Either way, he gives his life over, gets the inhibitor, and we see the re-engage from Applause, and Nuez is good so far. Wait, maybe not. Hold on. Camille's going to try to hop in, does find the Morgana, but will be going down herself with a nice stopwatch so far, and she is building that Zanya's, and Taysec is still walking away from Applause this whole time. Zenith Blade's gonna miss. Pantheon lives. I think he literally just walked this entire river route. Just, hey, come on, Leona. I'm gonna take you for a journey. All right, we got this. And yeah, walks her all the way up. Gold is closing. The gold gap between these 2 teams down to a 2,000 gold at this point. Red buff being grabbed by Lucian, but I don't need to comment on those small things because it's the big things to talk about. The Trinity Force grab, the Skirmish's Saber, Tiamat Grab by Camille. Going damage. Says, you know what? We got enough tanks with Leona and the Scion. But keep in mind, though, this Ahri is getting pretty darn strong. Pantheon also, with that Black Cleaver and the Serrated Dirk, he's going damage heavy too. There's a possibility that they burn down these front lines before a fight can truly break out. It's going to be on Miami Menace to find those bursty kills. They want to drop someone now because the extended fights are going to go in favor of Dumbledore's army. Overall, Lucian is going to be able to output a lot of just passive, consistent damage so quick on those auto attacks. Reeves on the Anivia, using that ultimate in a very small area, can just burn down if they're grouped up. Servant 626, shield keeping alive for now. He's pretty tanky. He does get stunned up by the Pantheon. We'll see if the re-engage comes through. Decides not to do that. Nice poke overall from the Morgana and the Ezreal inside of Miami Menace. Oh, Ezreal getting jumped on by the Camille. Hextech Ultimatum guarantees another one. Nuez, every time his ultimate is up, says, it's time to party, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Hops in and guarantees secures a kill. It's fine, Brittany. Okay, cool. Glad it is. Diana, it's so good to see you. Even if you don't play ever again, I'm just glad that you're hanging out. I've really actually missed, like, overall, you know, there's a couple of people that just because they're busy or they got something going on that haven't been on in a while, but seeing old faces just really warms the heart. But no, it's really awesome to see you. And 24 kills to 21, still double Infernal on Dumbledore's army. They were able to pick up that second middle turret. Now, another thing to keep in mind is the minions have been sped up during this preseason. Over the course of the game, they're going to get faster and faster, and the bottom lane is going to be a sore spot for Miami Menace because they lost that inhibitor. There's supers that are going to start pushing in there, and that's the bad sign against a Baron. Well, we'll see if the Dumbledore's army is able to pick up a third Drake. Ocean Drake, uncontested, will go down. That's been a bad spot for Miami Menace so far this game. Is their vision when it comes to the river not that great? Good vision in the jungle. You can see a bunch of control wards here and a control ward on this side of the river as well. But when it comes to the river itself and some of those more neutral objectives, especially the Drake, a lot of them have gone over to Dumbledore's army. If they pick up an Elder Drake, they are going to be they're going to be in a really good spot. 4 members moving towards the Baron. Nivea grabbing her own blue buff. She's got 2 items in, feeling pretty good. Has the shield from Seraph's Embrace as well. Don't know what her next item is going to be, but it could be a Luden's Echo. Normally, though, focused on the overall damage over time. Applying those dots, burning away. So, Urgot does have his teleport, so we could see a teleport play. There's lots of wards on this side of the river around that Baron for Miami Menace to try to make a play around. They're going to play it safe, though. They're going to back. And I don't know that this is the right move, especially when you have an Ahri, you've got a Morgana. Try to pick somebody out. It's when Dumbledore's army is going to be rotating around this Baron, but not grouped. That's your opportunity to pick someone up, like Nuez right now in the Baron pit all alone. Hops over the wall, so no worries there. But it's those, when Dumbledore's army is split up, your best chance to pick somebody off. If they group as a 5-man, it's going to be much harder for Miami Menace to actually win the fight. When you've got a Leona that's going to be dropping down ultimate, you've got Anivia ultimate burning away, you've got Scion who can knock up multiple people with his ultimate. There is just not much room for Miami Menace to find a good play. And they continually get run around the map. Urgot is actually pushing out the bottom lane. That's a pretty decent response, as if you're just going to dance around the Baron, I'll go and pick up my own turn on the bottom side. Camille's headed down. I think Camille would win that fight unless Urgot got off a really early ultimate. He was able to shove those minions up pretty darn strong. So they're actually not, I don't think they're going to take that turret, but they are going to knock it pretty darn low. Okay, Urgot steps forward. That turret's gone. He still has a teleport available, so he could just continue to split push. The one concern is if Scion tries to split push as well, because Urgot cannot fight Scion. So Experiment 626 joins him in the bottom lane. Nice dodge by the Urgot, gets him out of trouble. Taysak in trouble now. Actually tries to stun to a minion to escape, but is being burned down. Justify able to clean him up. The culling unnecessary, but looks pretty cool as well. Urgot teleports to the mid lane, but now he's going to be in trouble. Ultimatum onto Ahri, who uses the Zanyas to stay alive. Beautiful move. Nuez ultimate has been wasted on her jungle. Gonna be dropped, though. This is not good. Now there's no more front line for Miami Menace. Everyone has dropped. There's only 3 members alive. The ultimate from Leona not going to be effective on the Ahri because she's been spell shielded by Morgana. Lord Reeves still steps forward, trying to do what damage he can, and now the Zanya's on Morgana keeps her alive until the knockup, perfectly timed by Experiment 626, guarantees the kill. Ezra wanting to chase a little bit. Justify is low. That's one of the nice targets you want to clean up. But in the end, that is a massive 3-for-1. Another win for Dumbledore's army. We'll see if they respond by trying to pick up the Baron. They don't have the jungler, but neither does Miami Menace. He's coming up, though, and has his ultimate. So he could try to respond. The one thing I don't want to see is him try to ult into the Baron pit. That's what you don't want to do. You want to know where the enemy is before you try to ult in. He knows where they are here in the river, so he's going to ult in, try to engage onto the Pantheon. Is the stun going to be available afterwards? No, he's been blocked off. What? Pantheon going a bit too aggressively. Ezreal's so close. He needs one more auto attack to finish off Sion, but he won't get it. Experiment 626 hides in his enemy, or his teammates' body, blocked and shielded by them, so is able to get out close to death, but no cigar. He's a robot, so he can't sweat anyway. No reason to sweat over that. Inhibitor has respawned, though, for Miami Menace's bottom lane. This is important. They don't have to worry quite as much about supers pushing in. It is still an open spot that Sion could try to respond to. He's got his ultimate, so he could try to get in if another fight breaks out. But teleports are down. Urgot has switched over to a barrier while that teleport is still on cooldown. And Nivea and Sion both sitting on cooldowns on those teleports. So action probably going to slow down until those teleports come back up and we begin the Baron dance once again. Drake spawning in about 30 seconds. We'll check very quickly. And third Infernal Drake of the game. That's going to get real spicy because if you give 3 Drakes over to Dumbledore's army, 3 Infernal Drakes, that is just not good. That is just not good at all. Miami responding by moving down here. They don't have any wards in the pit just yet. They're trying to jockey for position. They drop a control ward in the brush. They get a little bit of vision, but the calling from the Lucian may be able to burn Taysak down. Camille goes over the wall, finds the kill, and burns the early Zanyas by, I believe that was the Morgana. In the meantime, Applause being dropped low, extremely low on the side, but is able to walk away. He's a super tanky boy. Urgot trying to ult, but he cannot get out alive. Or he can get out alive, excuse me, as Leona goes down. The ult was a very short one, but he was able to pick up the kill on that. Morgana and Ahri still alive with enough health they could try to fight for this. I don't know that it's wise for Urgot to try to go in as he is sitting on less than 300 health. Ahri goes! She gets it! No way! That's absolutely worth it! Yo, man will drop, but keeps the third Infernal Drake out of the hands of Dumbledore's army. Beautiful play. Uses the ultimate to step over, charms the jungler who isn't even there, so it's probably more of the Sion, and the Q steals it. And now, no, maybe going down as Justify wants to chase in. I don't think there's anything Morgana's going to be able to do to stop this. Yeah, it just gives his life over. I probably could have wasted Lucian's time a little bit more, but at that point, if you're more concerned about getting back to the base than you are wasting Lucian's time, it might not be worth it. Just go ahead and die, take that recall, free recall back to the base. Well, sort of free. It costs you about, 30 seconds of time, but Aya VR, absolutely. The Baron dance picking up once again. Taysak here looking to steal away the Baron. Blue team was able to steal away the Drake. Can they steal away the Baron? Pantheon was kind of oddly shoved through a wall. Baron going. Maybe gone here in a moment. Pantheon in trouble. Engaged upon by Leona. He can't get into the pit. Ezreal tries to steal it over the wall, but he's not able to get it. And now he's going to have to run. Justify grabs that Pantheon and that Leona CC. Just way too much for Pantheon to deal with. And I honestly don't think that was the right call. Unless your whole team is there, you're not going to be stealing it away from 4 members and the enemy team jungler. Ezreal ultimate was about your best choice there. And to lose your jungler means you're losing a lot of pressure, especially now towards the mid lane, as Dumbledore's army able to shove with 3, maybe even 4. Camille moving to that bottom side, looking for the split push onto the inhibitor turret. Lord Reeves starting us off with some pretty good damage on the turret, zoning away the entire bottom side of this turret, making sure everyone has to be shoved to the top side or just try to poke from a distance. Camille gets the bottom lane inhibitor down to about half, but really the push is in this mid lane. Shanku getting some decent damage onto the Sion. We'll see if they find the engage they want. Morgana Not really strong showing on these dark bindings as Camille goes in, uses the Hextech ultimate, but it's only to try to escape. The GA has been popped. In the meantime, they're going to continue to engage. Now Guria taking up so much from the enemy team. Everyone's still alive on red side, but Applause is going to be the first one to fall down. Taysek picks it up, the flash forward from Shankyu. He's going to be able to help the Ari pick up yet another kill. He gets credit for himself. Nice ultimate for Urgot. Takes down Camille. This is the white Miami Menace needs. Taysek flashes away from the Scion, but it's the end of the ultimate that still gets the Pantheon. Oh, I thought that it was the ace for Miami Menace, but I have been tricked instead. 2 members of Dumbledore's army is going to be able to get out, but they hold on to one of those 2 inhibitors that were being burned down. That mid lane inhibitor, much better to be able to handle with super minions pushing in than the bottom lane inhibitor. If one of these big neutral objectives comes back up, a lot more opportunity to be able to shove out that mid wave and then run through the river to get to said objective. Checking on teleports, and Nivea's got hers back up. Scions is coming up in a couple of seconds. Urgot's is back up as well. We're going to see some pretty spicy plays here. People try to make some across the map movements on our jungle. Full vision from Dumbledore's army. They know that he's down there burning that away. Nice thing about those blue wards, they don't despawn. Honestly, as a jungler, or as a support main, I've considered grabbing the blue wards along with the support item, just because A, you get a bunch more wards on the map, B, they're a slightly different ward type, and C, the blue wards actually last forever and have a decent range. So if you're a squishy champion, like a Nami or a Sona or one of those champions, I know that sweepers are so good. But if you can convince like your jungler to take a sweeper or your mid laner to pick up sweeper, and you instead go those blues, it's going to give you an opportunity as you're running through the jungle trying to get vision down to kind of check with that blue. You drop it in a brush that's kind of scary. There, kind of like that. You check in the brush before stepping into it. And Nivea forced to flash over the wall. Lord Reeves caught out in that mid lane. Didn't want to get engaged upon, but now has rejoined the team. Again, Dumbledore's army, when grouped as a hardcore 4 or 5 powerhouse team, are able to make better plays overall than Miami Menace. The picks just not coming through, but they've been burning a lot of time on this Baron buff. They just have not used it super well. They have an entire top lane that they could be shoving down with an exterior second tier turret. They're going to be engaging though onto the Urgot, and in the wait, Pantheon goes in 1v5, uses a stopwatch super early on. Applause is going to be trying to get burned down. I don't know that it's going to be enough. He is the tank in the meantime. He is going to fall, but it's still the tank that goes down. Scion GA has been popped. Nuwiz flashing off to the side, escaping for the moment, slowly being burned down, but should be able to live for now. Shankyu is actually getting some pretty good damage down. Nivea has been popped. She's got the egg form though, and Ari still goes down. Can the Ezreal save his entire team? He's the only one who might be able to do it at this point in time, because Urgot's going to fall, the Morgana's going to fall, Ezreal's dropped, and this, ladies and gentlemen, might be the end of the game, because Dumbledore Ari has completely aced the side of Miami Menace. They've got super minions pushing in. The Nexus first tier turret down to half already. 40 kills to 29. The TP in from Scion. I think this is plenty of time, especially with Lucian here. He's got the double buffs on top of everything else he's already got with 4 completed items. Pantheon's going to ult in just to have a little bit of fun, distract the enemy team, but it's really not going to do that much because Justify says, let's finish the game off and take game number 1. Can I get some hype in the chat? Because, man, that was a hype game. Victory for the side of Dumbledore's army. If you are a sub 3, you can throw out those, which I gotta hit this real quick, then this real quick. There you go. You got some GG emotes too that you can give for the side of Miami Menace. First showing on the stream, they played pretty darn well. There was twice that they almost came back. They were doing so good, but it was those 5v5 team fights that favored Dumbledore's army across the board. We're not gonna do hardcore MVPs. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're doing MVPs and honorable mentions. Guys, it is the try-hard night. We got teams going down. This is the try-hard night. This is the night to actually pull out all the stops, play the best that you can, no matter what. So we're pulling all the stops, and we're doing honorable mentions, MVPs. I'm going to run through them super quickly, though, because we don't want to take too much time. For the losing side, Miami Menace. Honorable mention. Analyzing, robotic, analyzing. I'm going to give honorable mention to Yo-Yo Man 82. Overall, good plays, but I wish that she had roamed a little bit more. She, Ari, but he, player, I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. Probably should just say they. I wish they had roamed a little bit more. Because I still think that pick opportunity with the charm was one of the major team fight starters for the side of Miami Menace, and there wasn't quite as much as that as I would have liked to have seen. But when a team fight was breaking out, I loved the Zanya's pickup to avoid the Camille ultimate, and wasn't concerned about getting dirty, like actually getting in there, really participating in the game. All right, if you check the Discord, which I can give you a little bit. The Discord. If you check the Discord, Inside Media is posted. Game number 2 is going to be Team Pauses Only versus Team Athena from Aspire, which I'm pretty excited about. And then Team Discount Harvard versus Team ACP for game number 3. Okay, MVP, gonna go over to Shank You. I mean, late game, just absolutely decimating on a pretty good amount of damage, but the front line was so squishy. Honor Jungle, really the only front line that was actually able to do that much to kind of try to hold the line for Miami Menace. And once his GA was popped, he pretty much, that was almost nothing else. And Shanku he was really good about at least pushing out one person and maybe picking up a kill, but in the end, wasn't able to do as much as he would have liked. Huge shout out to Honor Jungle, though, for playing. I mean, he lost the laning phase pretty darn hard, but he got some split pushing on, and in team fights was trying to be that front line. And you got to give credit where credit is due when it comes to attempting. For the winning team, honorable mention, I'm going to throw over to... I'm going to throw honorable mention over to Lord Reeves, because of his consistent solid play. I mean, this guy, he not only got his main champion, but continues to output solid plays on it. 10-3-9, really good lineup, but that was complemented by Justify. It's easy to just call him Justify, but it's so much fun to say other stuff. Justify. I can spell, guys. I promise that I can spell. For his plays, being able to weave relentless pursuits in and out of team fights is so nice, and I gotta give credit to him overall for playing solid game. We're gonna check very quickly on the overall stats on the game. Faded over. There we go. I fixed it, guys. Don't worry, I fixed it. All right, here we go. Check out the stats real quick. Yeah, look at that. Ezreal, 40,000 damage, 30,000 on the Ahri. Lucian, 31,000. 27,000 on Anivia. Leona, 7,000 damage. Yeah, I mean, was Leona even in the game? Just kidding, guys. Don't worry about it. It's funny because, it's a support. Trust me, I support main, so I know the pain. I know the pain. All right, give me just 1 second because I'm going to get this set up and call Mr. Otter himself as we get ready for game number 2. I do want to give that shout out. Miami Menace is from a community of league players called TNT tournaments. They play 1v1 tournaments every Saturday night and 5v5 tournaments every Sunday night. And these guys are pretty darn legit. I give them pretty massive credit. If you want to check them out, I'll post the link on the Discord, as well as you can probably DM me specifically if you want to hit me up and ask what TMT's info is. Taysac is also somebody to hit up and ask about, but they do some really awesome stuff, guys. Actually, I watch a lot of their VODs and are trying to help out their new casters. Give them a little bit of a small break when you first go and check that out, because they are very new. They're only a couple months into it, and their casters are kind of just getting a feel for what's going on. But from overall, what they've been able to do is just really good. When you look across the board at how early they are and where they're at. All right, we're going to go on a quick short break and get into game number 2 in just a moment, which shouldn't take as long as normally. So, winner's bracket, Justify. Not tonight. When we get those tournaments down, we will be doing that. So, be right back, guys. I'll be in the chat. Hang on just a second. We'll get into game number 2. Team Pauses Only versus Team Athena.